I would like to begin with our motto. Everyone here knows for the visitors is called Swiss architecture in the Mediterranean. That is because we have an experience in Switzerland and also in Germany, and we're settled up here in Spain right now. That is our value proposal. It's based on these 8 points. The first one is that our projects are personalized, so each project is different for each client, and we don't work with the standard design, so we start from scratch. The second one is professional. We use a very strict German Swiss methodology in our work. So when it regards to punctuality, hard work, and this stuff, we take our integrity very seriously. The third one is creativity. We are Spanish, so we are inspired by this kind of materials on design of the Mediterranean architecture. And the fourth one is quality. With our experience, so we have learned how to build with a high quality standard. Another one is sustainable. And we are aware of the impact of architecture in the environment. So we try always to build sustainable houses. Healthy. It's very important right now because of the COVID. It was important before, but the people didn't know. And we always think in the health or well-being of our client when we design our houses. Also technology, we try always to improve ourselves, and we use the most updated tools, and that has to be also with innovation. We are constantly learning about all the new stuff in the market. A good service that we provide is this kind of renderings, high resolution renderings, 4K even, because we look for the maximal customization of the project of the client, and that's the start when they don't know what they want. We can provide this kind of image in order that they can imagine the future project, and we can this rendering for every space or living rooms, bathrooms, patios, whatever. So we can include here even the smallest details, so the clients can imagine everything. They can tell us what kind of material, furniture, lighting, whatever. I'm gonna give you an example of what we do. That is like the typical project that we always get from a client. It's a whole rehabilitation project that is carried out in a house before 80s normally. So that is a very old house that we like to call is the Casa de la Abuela, grandmother house, because it's very old. And of course, there is no insulation there. There's the distribution is very bad. It's always in the small spaces with no lights. It's very dark. And that is the final result. That is how it's now. We try to open the spaces to create a very, I don't know, with more lighting or more amplified spaces, and always based in the real needs of the client, of the future applicants. And I always try to adjust the budget of the real needs and wishes of the client. And yeah, we are only satisfied when the client is happy with the project. We don't stop until we get it. We like to say that we put also the technology of the disposal of the clients with this kind of tools. So we are prepared from the first moment to work 100% online. If the client demands it or need it because of the situation, for instance, right now. And then that is one of the tools that we use with the clients. We use more tools to organize our projects or team. yeah, we like to design the house of the future, and what is this? So it's based in our opinion in these three pillars. It has to be smart, it has to be sustainable, it has to be healthy. And that is some of the benefits that you can get it if you plan this kind of houses. So you can add more value to your house, or even you can save money. That is part of our service. So we start even with clients that had no idea, had no property or no plot. So we help them to look for the property, and we provide this both technical and legal advice. We work with new buildings, so with the standard of quality and efficiency, and the most of the projects right now is our whole renovation projects, because we're nostalgia and we love to reuse the wasted spaces like here. And we also provide interior design, because we work with collaborators. We have a very good collaborator here in the group, Lina Grubler. We also offer projects and construction managers, so the client they didn't have to worry about anything if they don't want to. And because we are always exploring innovation, we try to work also not only with the static renders, also with virtual reality and augmented reality. So we have also a very good collaborator in this sector. And let me show you how is more or less the timeline of one project. That would be for a renovation project, because when it's a new building, it's longer than that. So we start with the phase 1, this presentation that lasts more or less 1 week. And we always have a kickoff meeting that can be presential or online. We don't mind. And yeah, in this meeting, we try to understand what the client really needs or wants, because sometimes they don't even know. After that, we send a fee proposal with some advice, and we decide if they accept it or not. When they accept it, we start the phase 2. That is the project. It normally lasts 1 or 2 months, maybe. It depends on the client or the size of the project. And let's debate in the project development and also review and adaptation. We use the agile methodology, so we are just providing some ideas and getting always feedback, maybe every week, every 2 weeks from the client, so we can adapt on time with the project. Then it comes phase 3. This is the execution is the longest one, and it's divided in 3 parts. The 2 ones is just to get an estimation from the construction firms, and we try always to get at least 3 different estimations and to compare that and to help the client to choose the best ones. We also help with the request of the permits, construction permits, licenses on the staff, and then the longest one is the construction. This is, as I said, we take care of the management of the construction of the project, of everything. And at the end, we also provide the certificate of completion of the work. And the phase 4, if the client's demand or wants, we also offer the furnishing, so the interior design, in order that you can become a project that is according to your taste from the first moment. Another thing that we try to do is always to educate, to advise the future, so the future clients or the leads, and we post in our blog at least 1 post per week with topics that is interesting for people who are just thinking to renovate their house or to build a new house or wherever. Yeah, that's this just to follow us in social networks. So we have an account in Facebook, Instagram with a lot of followers, and also in Pinterest with a lot of monthly visitors. and that's our team. These two ones are the partners, so that's me and my partner Pablo. We both are architects with experience in most of them in Germany and Switzerland. And that is one of our main collaborators. That's Anatelio is also interior design that we use here mostly for Spanish clients in Granada. And that's Manuel Garcia is our technical architect who helps with the estimation or with the construction in the case of the new building. And that's the tip for the call to action. So that's what we send to the leads. So they can just synchronize with the calendar line. So you can click here and book a meeting with us online. You can choose one, how it works online. And that's it. Thanks you a lot for hearing me, for staying here in the presentation.